Hey everyone, welcome back to Code Solar. Today we are again back with another problem solving question in our level up series. And today I think the day 31st is of our level up series. Yesterday I forgot actually. Yesterday I thought it was day 29, but actually it was day 30. So today we are finally on day 31 of our level up series. And today we are going to solve one question. Although this question we will be solving it in Calvium compiler, then again we will be solving it in our LeetCode and seeing the difference, like what is the difference between the compilers, which I say and most of my videos, like you need to understand about each of the compiler, how code works, what will be the time complexity, space complexity, and all the things. So now let's do this and check it out. So today's problem is three sum. Now, many of you might have, like if you have followed the series, then you might have known about the question which we have solved earlier. That is to that is two sum problem in which we have to find two numbers which add up or which sum up to get us a specific number, that sort of thing. But now we have three sum problem in front of us. So now let's understand it and check like what approach we can follow for solving this problem. So I will take the screenshot and here it is. Some compute my video, then there I have shown you, or there I have told you in the first iteration we did it with the brute force, then we moved to the optimized solution. Same we will be doing here also. Here also we will be firstly focusing on the brute force, then seeing it how it is not good to like implement brute force or learn brute force or just like practice brute force as the ultimate solution and why we need to move on to the next solution. Now in the two-sum problem, although when we solve it with the unoptimized version also on LeetCode, it have worked. But when we solve it with the optimized, then also it have worked. But in this case, it will be a bit different. That I will be showcasing you in the upcoming. So firstly, let's understand the question, what is C-sum, and then understand how to work on it. So question statement is like we will be given an array of integers. So if we are given with an array of integers, so it will be of integers, right? There might be some integers. So what we need to find? We need to find a unique triplet that add up to give the sum as 0. So what we have to do is, in this array, we have to find three numbers. And note what we have to think of is, three numbers should be unique. All three numbers should be unique in nature. And along with that, their sum should be equals to 0. So it is like we have to find three numbers in our given array which will sum up to give us the sum equals to 0 basically, and all of them should not be equal. So it is like we have to make it somehow when our I is not equals to j, and then j should not be equals to k, and then k should not be equals to I, means the indexes, or we can say of all three, should not be same. They should be unique in nature. So that's what our problem is. Like we need to make them unique. So it is not like if we are standing at one, then we will be taking it again and again. And unique generally means here is not like a value should be unique. It is not like that. It is like we have to make the values, or we can say the indexes to be unique. Like if it is present at zeroth index, it is at one index, both are different elements. So in that case, it is not like minus one and minus one, we can't take it because here you can see input and output. Here we go. 6 is the input, means size of the array. This is the array given to us. Let's take this 0, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, minus 2, and minus 1 and minus 4 is the terms given to us. We have to find three numbers which will add up to make it a unique one. So it should be like, what if we add these three numbers? That is minus 1 plus 0 plus 1. It will add up to give us sum as 0. So it is a triplet, we can say. So we can return this as minus 1, 0, 1 as one of our answers. Along with that, if we go further and we take this minus 1, take this like again taking another minus 1 which is present out here, minus 1, and then taking up power 2, then let's see what will happen. So it will be giving us minus 1 plus 2. It will add up to give us minus 2 and plus minus 2 cancel out. 0 will be the answer. So in both of the cases we are getting. Other than that, there is no case present which will give us that sum minus 1 and 2. So that's all. So that's what we have to find out now. Now let's figure out what all we can do. Like along with that, it should not be like if we rearrange these terms, then also it will work. No, we have to find the unique ones. Now let's think about the approach. What we can follow here. Now it is like a brute approach. We can tell. So it is more of like a brute force in which we will use nested for loops to get our answer. But eventually, in the next video of this series, means day 32 of this series, we will be solving it in optimized way, and I will be telling you the difference between both of the solutions which we find out. One will be running on the lead code if we pass on the bigger test cases also, and one will not be running. And there we will do some tweaks. Here also we will do some tweaks. Although in the previous videos only, I have told you about the set data structure, like how it works. We will be using those things. So that's why I'm not like solving the questions just to get the solution. It is to understand the approach, the things, and the terminologies, and all our different type of data sets which we use. So what if in this we make a set. Set is to store unique numbers. So in set we will store a vector of int, means simply a array, making it as ARR. So we make a set of vector int, means we make a set, or we have a sort of a array which we will put inside a set. So it means we will be having unique arrays only, and then we will iterate in the loop. Start iterating from the loop. There will be I pointer of it. Then there is another loop inside this. That will be J pointer. There will be another loop inside it. That will be a K pointer. And how they will be working is if I will be standing at 0, J will be standing at I plus 1, and K will be standing at I plus 2. And they will start iterating. So it will be like, first of all, if the given array is like this, minus 1, 0, 0, 1, 2, 4, minus 1, then it will be like somehow our I pointer will be here, J pointer will be here, K pointer will be, okay, let me make it in step by step. J pointer will be here, and K pointer will be here in the first instance. Then what we will be doing is we will be iterating in this way. So it will be like, first of all, we will be checking for minus 1, 0, 1. Then K will get increased, I and J will be still at their original position 1, 0, and then K will get increased, so it will go to 2. Check this, minus 1, 0, 4, and then minus 1, 0, minus 1. So these all will be the cases of K. Then K, once the K finishes up, it will go further upwards for the J. So now J will get increased. So it will be like minus 1, J will be going at 1. So it will be 1, and then K will also start iterating from here. So it means 2, then again minus 1, uh, 1, and then K will be iterating 4. So that's how whole nested loop will be working off, and then we will be finding out the solution. And then what we will be doing is we will be, whenever we found any of the thing which will sum up, whose sum will equals to 0, we will insert into our set, and from the set then we can copy back it to our array, we can say. So that's the approach which we were thinking of. Now let's implement this. So today's problem, we will be first implementing it in our Calvium live book. So going here, so just removing this all thing, and then understanding from the basics. So below the code which is written here, we can't remove that code. But for the upcoming ones, like for this is the code where we have to write. So you can see that vector int. It means we say 2D vector. So this is the 2D vector which we have to return off. Why we need to return 2D vector? Because here I've said there might be multiple instances or multiple cases. Like in this example only, it is like minus one, and 2 is one array. Minus 1, 0, 1 is another array, and it is also inside an array. So that's why I'm saying nested vectors are needed here. So now let's go and try to solve it out. So what I said you in the beginning, that is to include set, which we have done. Yeah. First of all, we have to include a sector of uh, our set of vector type. So now let's implement that set of vector, and it will be named. Let's name it as ARR. Okay. Now this set is already done. Now let's make the for loops which I was telling. For loop from int I equals to 0. I will be going from here the array which we are getting from the input is num. So it will be like int n equals to num, or let's name it as nums only. Nums dot size. Now if we go here, we have to make it at -2. N equals less than -2. And why we need to make it -2? The reason is -2 is the number because we will be iterating in the nested for loops also. So if we just take a case when n reaches the nth value, where I reaches the nth value, in that case, if just suppose this reaches the limit, I reaches till n. So I will be at n, which is we can say if it is the size of the array. After this, there is no values in the array. Then j will be standing at I plus 1. So size plus 1 out of the size. So out of bound. Same here. N plus 2. It will also be out of bound. So we have to make sure these will be in bound. So for that, we have to make it -1. Again, making a for loop in. Now it is of j. And as I have told you, it will be I plus 1. Again, j will be going till and -1 this time because we didn't need it to make till n minus 2 for loop from int k equals to now it will be I plus 2 we can say, or it will be j plus 1, whatever we can say, I plus 2, and then it will be going till k less than k minus 2, and then doing k plus plus. So all three iterating terms are in front of us. Now we have to implement the other logic, which we can say it will be j plus 1, I think. Yeah. Now what we have to do is we have to write the if condition. If if our num ith index plus num jth index plus num kth index is somehow equals to 0, then we have to take our set and do insert. And what we have to insert is nums dot I, nums dot j, nums k. These things are the terms which we have to insert it into our array. And as we are making it as a set, so we don't need to worry about all the things like duplication and all. It will already set it. So duplicacy is done. Writing the condition is also done. Now, again, we have to do one more thing. We have to make a vector of vector int as our answer. And why we need this? Because in the output or in the return statement of this function is vector vector int. So we have to return vector vector int answer as a term. Now let's get into it. So first of all, what we have to do is we have to make a for loop and writing auto. And but you might be thinking like what is this auto mean? It is like automatically taking of the parameter whatever we have, and we are taking it for array means our set. So whatever the data type is of set, we didn't need to write vector int or something like that. We can just write auto. It will automatically recognize whatever the data type it has and then take that. Now we have to do answer dot push back, and what we have to push back is x. X means the one by one we will be iterating in that set and taking of the values and pushing back into our answer, and then return answer. That's all. Now let's run this and see if it works or not. Time complexity is for sure on the higher side. It will be big O of n cube. So it has passed some of the test cases, some are still not passed. Let's see, but it can be the issue. It is running. Okay, here we didn't need to make it to till the n minus 2. We have to just make it till the n, till some test cases are not passing, two test cases are not passing. So here is the expected output which we should give, and what output we are giving. So is we are having this and this. Okay, so we need to sort this area also. Num start, or not in this way. Sort num start begin and num start end. Now let's see. Run this again. It passed all the test cases. So now you might be happy. Okay, so we have found the solution. We are happy. We have passed all the test cases. So it is done now. Why we need to go for the optimized one? Let's run test cases is done. Now let's submit this and see if it works or not. Yeah, submit the assignment and here we go. So assignment has been submitted. We have solved the problem, but why we need to solve it? And you might be thinking like how many times I have taken. Like I have first solved it in 12th of Jan, then 30th Jan, 5th Jan, solving it again and again with a different approaches. That's what you have to do. If you are not a brilliant coder, which I am not a brilliant coder, so I don't learn the program. I practice it again and again, and then try to find the best solution out of it. So that's what we will be doing. This is the solution which we have figured out right now only on 11th of October. Let me take the solution. Let me take the solution. This whole solution which we have written. Control C. You can see I've taken all the solution. I will go to the lead code. Here is the lead code in front of you. Three sum is the problem which you have to solve. Same problem. Totally same problem. Just doing the control V, running the test cases and see what we will be getting here. It got accepted. It got accepted. But now let's submit this. If we try to submit this, it will for sure get stuck because of the time complexity. Yeah, that's where we end up. So time limit exceeded. So although we are able to pass 308 test cases, but 5 test cases doesn't pass because of the time limit, because of the time complexity basically. So if we give that much bigger input, because in the Curriculum Livebook, it is not like they will be giving so much bigger input, like it will get stuck in the time complexity, but here it will be. So if you get that much bigger input, then is your code is running still or not? If it is not running, it will give time limit exceeded, and then you have to find the optimal solution. So for the optimal solution, we will be solving it in our next video. Till then, that's all I can say. You can try this unoptimal one. I will be giving code out, like links for both of the question. You can try it. So that's all. I hope you liked it and thanks for watching.